Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story. Today we are reviewing Put a Ring on It, Season 1, Episode 8, and this episode is titled Catching Feelings. Before we get into the review, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. So let's start with Shay and Mike. They agreed that there were no more boundaries, but there were consequences, according to Shay. I don't know what consequences you can have if there are no boundaries.
I don't know either. Like, I feel like, what she meant by that was like, don't be out here just being all willy-nilly with her.
Don't be thotting and bopping.
Yeah. You still in a relationship, but, you can do what you need to do.
So Shay is going to go out with Rick for a third time, and Mike is going to go out on a fifth date with Whitney. Hollywood said, my feelings involved in this fifth date.
That was by far the funniest part about it, man. Hollywood was like, I'm involved. My feelings are involved. They go together.
So they did discuss what boundaries were going to be lifted, and Shay did agree that they are now going tit for tat in their boundaries, which we all knew that. Like, that started with date 2 or date 1. Once Mike passed date 1 with Whitney, it was like, I'm now going to one-up him on everything.
Like, but we knew that though, coming into the episode, that's what she was doing. She's not really...
She was doing a terrible job of hiding it.
Right. Awful job at hiding it.
So, on the date that Mike had with Whitney, they discussed that Mike and Shay have lifted the boundaries of their relationship.
Yeah.
Whitney asked, what did that mean for her? He didn't really have an answer, and they ended the date with saying, or I don't know if that was the ending, but that was the ending of the scene, was essentially them saying that they should just be friends.
Now,
at that point,
the confusing part is, it's like, Mike, this girl don't want your child, first off, and then you find this girl, you say you want to be friends with her, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, what does that look like? You
want to go out on a date with this girl 5 times, but she can be your friend?
Right. Like,
I, as your girlfriend, have a problem with that.
I get it. You're trying to just be like, I know something is I know myself. And I can't trust myself in this situation right now. So I know.
But being friends, quote unquote, can still put you in that situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Shay has a sit down with Dr. Nicole, and she says that she hopes that she can love Zion, who is Mike's son. She said that she finally is admitting to herself that she has tried not to attach herself to Zion, but now she is working on being all in.
I wonder, did she tell Mike, or if they had that conversation, that she doesn't want to have children?
I don't know. I mean, okay, so Mike is what, 35, something like that. So he has a 12-year-old. So that means that he had his son right after college. I could see you getting a girl pregnant at 20 something and then being like, I don't want no more kids. And then you meet a girl who seemingly doesn't want kids, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But she seemingly not wanting kids doesn't equal she does not want your kid.
Yeah.
And you have to go into that to figure out what that looks like. And that's not a conversation that we usually think to have, because typically when you get into a relationship with someone that has a child, you're thinking, oh, they're cool with my child existing because they know that I have one.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
man. I still think it's a conversation that they definitely need to have to figure out what's going on and where they're going before they get married. So
I didn't write down anything about Shay's date with Rick.
Yeah, what I wrote was Shay's date with Rick was basically Shay saying that she's going tit for tat, saying that they lifted the boundaries. For me, it was like, it's kind of like this date is not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And for Rick, it seemed like Rick was like, I'm wasting my time.
Oh, yeah, because he asked her, what does that mean? Like, does that mean that he could get a kiss on the cheek?
Yeah.
Like,
he was trying to figure out what does it mean for him and her going
what
forward.
changes.
Right.
And nothing changed.
Nothing changed for them. And then he, it's kind of like, I don't want to be with you because you playing games and I'm out here looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
So
back to the group setting after both of them went on their dates. Mike admitted that he was a bit insecure about Shay dating Rick. And then he told everyone that he and Whitney decided to end it and just be friends. Shay also came to this life realization that she can be selfish. And everybody was like, what? You don't say. Right. Great that Shay is, realizing that she is selfish. And hopefully, she actually means what she says with saying that she's all in.
Yeah,
for hopefully. Zion, and it's not just a ploy to get married.
Yeah,
because we don't need an evil stepmother.
Right.
Next up was Ashley and Hollywood. Hollywood goes on another date with Shantae because he wants to know if there is a connection. Ashley is going on a third date with Kwame. Apparently there was a new boundary set about their dating, which was essentially just Hollywood actually dating for the like dating the way that Ashley is dating.
Right.
For
like,
this,
go for it.
Mm-hmm, like, let's try to actually genuinely get to know a person.
Yeah.
Shantae and Hollywood go to Irby Kart Speedway, which I had never heard of.
Oh, you figured out where they went?
It was on the front of the thing.
Oh.
And then I Googled what was on the front of the cart and it's like, oh, it's a place.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Shantae asks, what does it mean if Hollywood and Ashley break up? And Hollywood said he was not getting into another relationship. He was going to go out and have sex. That is the most honest thing.
Yep.
I have heard anyone say
on TV. I was like, well, that's it for them.
And I mean, I can see that if you've been in a relationship for 9 years and it does come like to an end very fast and abruptly, like nothing in particular happened to make, like nobody cheated.
Right.
Or anything like that to end the relationship. And it's like, we went on a few dates with other people. My girl was like, want to see what's out there? I can see you saying, hey, I'm about to go smash whatever I can. I'm not going to advise it in the midst of a pandemic.
Nope.
But I get the sentiment behind it.
No, I definitely get it.
Fully understand where you're coming from. I wouldn't do it, but you do you. Kwame and Ashley go on a date. And she told him during their date that she is afraid because she actually likes their dates and that he represents possibilities.
Yeah.
I thought that was very telling because she did compare it when she sat down with the other ladies to how she felt when she first started dating Hollywood. Like the cute, I'm in a relationship butterflies and does he like me? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Where is this going to go? Like when you have all those possibilities in mind, like everything is essentially great.
Mm-hmm.
And you just don't know how those things are going to turn out.
Whole time she was on her date, I was like, Hollywood is about to lose it, man.
I thought, I think that she and Kwame's dates are like,
man, they look fun.
They look fun and they look refreshing.
Yeah.
Like it looks like she's truly enjoying herself and just not going through the motions of a date.
Kwame looks like he's really enjoying himself too.
I mean, Ashley is beautiful.
Yep.
Like she is gorgeous. And for her to be as beautiful as she is and as down to earth as she is, like I can see why he is having a great time. Like it's literally like, of course we're not there for the entire date, but the way that their dates look, it truly looks as if they're like, they met each other out somewhere, they got to know each other for a short time period, and then they're building on that.
Yeah.
So like it looks like it was a good match.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they go back to the group setting, and Hollywood said that Shantae was the most fun date that he went on. Ashley also said that her date was amazing. Next thing I said was Hollywood went to the extreme and said Ashley doesn't know Kwame and that he might be a serial killer.
That is extreme. But like I even brought it up to you. I was like, this for them, out of everybody else on the show, for them it has to be the hardest, just because they've put that time in, as well as the memories that they built with that time. Yeah,
because out of the three couples, they're the longest relationship. Like Shay and Mike kind of sort of have 6 years, but there were relationships in the midst of that 6 years. Right. Like they have been 9 years together.
Yeah. And so it's like I see the toughness between both of them. Like I got what Hollywood was saying. He just want to be with his girl. Like, yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying?
But I also get Ashley's thing in it, because like for me, if we get engaged and we don't get married, we got to break up. We could find each other again later in life. Right. But like at that moment, you and I in.
Yeah.
Because
it's kind of like somebody proposing to somebody and they say no. Do y'all break up then, or like is the relationship over because you don't want to take it past this, or
there has to be a reason, like a good reason why.
Yeah, that has to be. No. That has to. Have you ever seen that?
No, I told you I was going to do that to you though if you proposed to me like in front of people.
Right. That's why I lame little. Hey girl, you gonna marry me? And then we sat down to watch Scandal.
I don't like the theatrics behind proposals.
Weirdo.
Well, no, because so many people do it for the gram.
Yeah.
And then they be broke up in like 2 weeks.
Not necessarily though.
But man, a lot of people do.
No, they don't, man.
No, a lot of
you
people
just really put it in your head that a lot of you just different. That's all. But no, they had that time and the memories and all that stuff all boiled in one, man. And it's hard to just be like, all right, throw this away. You know, so I see their struggles, and for me it's more interesting to see how do they come out of this, and how effective is the experiment for both of them. Because you see it at two different extremes. One extreme, Ashley is actually doing the experiment. The other extreme, Hollywood is like, I'm obliging my girl because this is something she wants to do.
This is what she feels like we need to do to get to the end result that I want, which is me and her together.
Right. So, I mean, that's a sacrifice, but you know, hey,
it is what it is. Before we get to Tamika and Vince, we'll jump to the conversation that the girls had when they got together. They all sat down and talked about their dates. Shay says that the dates that she's been going on have improved her sex life, and Ashley said the exact opposite is happening in her household. I can see that, but I would have been Hollywood in that equation. You don't get to go out and have fun and think you're going to come home and have sex with me. Go have fun with somebody else. I'm petty.
Obviously.
I own it.
You say go
have fun with somebody else. I ain't saying go have sex with them. Go have fun with somebody else. Right. I'm not your fun. I'm the fun police.
Yeah.
Tamika listed all of the red flags that she had in her relationship because I think it was during this time that she told them. Oh, it was. She told them about the girl that was coming out of his apartment and how his phone would
mysteriously die
when she would go out of town for work.
I don't know, man. Like the only thing I was like, Vince, you got to do better, man. Mm-hmm. If you want to be with this girl, you just have to do better.
And I fully understand why Tamika is like, if I ask a question, I want to know the answer to it and how it can cause an argument if Vince doesn't answer the question.
Right, like
because you've proven yourself to not be trustworthy.
Right. I feel like, like at this point, even though he feels like every question she asks is like, are you cheating? I feel like assume that she is asking that and just prove her wrong.
Like literally give her all the
give her everything she needs.
Give her
more,
everything, all the consideration that she needs to make her feel like you're not cheating. Or to know for certain in her mind that you are not cheating. Because
like the thing is, it has to be hard. It's hard on both of them. Let's not just be one-sided. Mm-hmm. It's definitely hard on both of them. Just because Vince may not be cheating. I'm not speaking for him. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he's cheating. I'm not saying he's not cheating. But
could be not. Who's to say?
Yeah, right. So for her to just in her mind, oh, he might be cheating on me, that's taxing on her. And for him, every time we talk, she always think I'm cheating on her. That's taxing for him. So it's like you guys are both stressing each other out over something that, could be fixed, or you just can just leave each other and be like, I'm done with it. Because you want peace more than you want to be with this person.
Or you would think.
But, like Vince definitely gave her reasons to suspect.
We'll get to that a little bit more in just a second.
Oh, okay.
So Tamika is going on a second date with Vince, and Vince is with Devon. I'm sorry. Devon. With Devon. And I have Devon. I don't know why I said Vince. Vince is not going on another date with Christina. I felt like Vince thought he was going to go on another date with somebody else.
Yeah, I did too. We talked about that.
That ain't what happened.
He's like, all right, Doc, I want somebody else.
I'm trying to get a new one. No.
She's like, no.
You're going to go home and think about what you just
done.
So on this date with Devon
had his taco meat out, man.
He did. What was on his shirt? Because she complimented his shirt. I remember being black and gray, but I can't remember what was on it. We learned that Tamika likes belly dancing.
Yep.
I thought that was very interesting. You got to have a strong core to belly dance. I learned that when I tried to take a belly dancing class.
It didn't work out for you?
Nope.
You remember how to do it?
Nope.
I know how to foxtrot.
I laughed my way through the class.
Did you?
Literally, like everything about this class was hilarious.
Like I went enough to get a,
Didn't you take a dance class though, like in school?
Yeah, it was ballroom dancing. I remember. I know how to foxtrot. Know how to tango.
We took some dumb classes. I took walking. Man,
I failed. It was 8:00 in the morning. I failed that class. Anyway, we're not talking about this. We're talking about Tamika and Devon on their date.
Okay, so
we should go dancing.
No, I'm gonna laugh the whole time. In the group setting, Tamika said that she feels more free while talking to Devon. She was saying that Devon is encouraging her to do things with her art. And just basically being a listening ear for her. And she feels that she's getting more out of him than she is out of Vince. Vince said he does all those things that Tamika is saying that Devon does. And Tamika says every time she thinks she's past something, she finds out something else about Vince that like sets their relationship back. And then they got into the subject, which is what we were just talking about the girl coming out of his.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember none of it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about it. So the girl that she caught coming out of his apartment, he says it was his roommate's friend. Mm-hmm. And he basically tells her that that's not how it happened. Like her memory is wrong. And he was like, you just popped up at my house. I was like, wait a second. Wait 1 second. As your girlfriend, I don't believe that popping up exists.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing that I can't just come over your house? Especially if I've been out of town, which is what she said, she had been out of town and he was not answering her phone calls. His phone mysteriously died. And I don't know how many days she was gone, but bro, where you at?
Right.
So if I come back in town and I can't get in touch with you and I go over your house, I'm legitimately making sure you're not dead.
Yeah.
Ain't no pop up.
Yeah.
I'm popping up to say, hey, are you dead? You better be dead. Or your phone better be broken.
Right.
Because why are you not answering me? So in that same thing, Vince called her a liar about finding the girl to his apartment, and they exhausted me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. They just need to figure it out, I guess.
Whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Because figuring it out could be figuring it out alone. It could be figuring it out together.
But you know something that made, like, I just thought about this. Like, what Hollywood said was like, he want to be with this girl and talking about Ashley going out on a date and she don't know him. We apply that to Devon. Like, Devon is like the new car smell for Tamika, or the new car for Tamika. It's the same brand, just newer.
Like, she went
model.
from having the like
2001
to like the 2021.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he didn't put up a good fight to be for her to be in. If he's saying the same thing that Vince is saying, he's not, you know, impressing her or putting up a good fight because
the words aren't coming across correctly.
Right. And you know, Devon got that new car smell for her. You know, she took.
And that's not to say that new car smell is wrong.
It's not. It's just
different.
Yeah. Right. She getting something different and getting a chance to see something different. So getting to talk more about herself to a person.
To a new person. It's always refreshing when there's a new person and you can share ideas with them about what you're working on and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because with those, it's honestly and truly you being able to say, hey, let me get to know this person. There are no, I won't say inhibitions because there still are some, but there's essentially you being able to say, hey, I'm starting on a fresh slate with this person. Everything that they say, I can take for face value because I don't know them and they don't know me. Yeah. And we don't have a reason to lie to each other.
Right.
Not that there's ever a reason to lie.
Right.
But
so.
You got anything else for this episode?
That's it. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to next week. I don't remember. You said something was happening.
Oh, Ashley and Hollywood got into a argument that I did see on the ending because you fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then I did notice that Ashley went on another date with Kwame. I don't remember anybody else's things. Oh, Mike and Shay sat down and talked about what the future looks like. And Mike basically said, me, you, and Zion. And she was like, are we married? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, there you have it. Looking forward to next week.
All right, y'all. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and let us know down below what you guys thought of this week's episode. Special shout out to Shantae, who also commented and watched our video last week. Thank you for commenting and thank you guys for watching. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right, y'all. Bye.